So you've clicked on this video for one of two reasons. Firstly being you like my content, cheers guys, or because you want to know whether future star Joe Gomez is a worthy buy. Now, I had a pretty weird start to the weekend. In fact, I was 20 games played, 15 wins. Now, I know that doesn't sound too bad. I'm thinking about it now, it really doesn't seem too bad. But obviously, I lost my first game, which I probably shouldn't have lost. So I should be about 16-4. Now, in the last 10 games, I had a bit of a meltdown. But before we get to the final 10 games, in the background, you see me doing the Joe Gomez SBC. Basically, you saw me do the Van Dijk one a few days back. So I thought I'd jump on and do the Joe Gomez one. There's a nice green link. Now, I've been struggling for centre-back partnerships. I've tried Varane. He should be the best player, really, but he's never been very good for me. So I thought, all I've done Van Dijk. I support Liverpool. I'm going to do Gomez as well. So here you see me opening a few packs, just completing all the SBCs, just grinding through. Now, I'm no genius, so I basically use FUTBin to find out all of the prices of all the players that I need for the best SBCs. And because I'd done, I think, 10 untradeable team of the week packs quite a while ago, I was completing the SBC and trying my best to fit in my untradeable informs. I managed to do it quite a few times actually, I got quite lucky. But all of the packs didn't go too well for me. You saw me pack the inform really early on, and other than that, the pack luck sort of just went downhill. So I believe right now I have the best defence, as in the 4-back. The goalie I still have no idea with. My goalies are always useless. You're going to find out who ends up in goal for me at the end of the week. It's quite funny to be fair, but it is what it is. So I currently have my Player of the Month Van Dijk, this Joe Gomez card. I have my Footmus Van Aanholt that I absolutely love. And then third or second in form Lala. I think it's third in form, the 86. Absolute beast, and he gets linked to Mbappe. So they are my 4 defensive back line. So the left back, 2 centre backs, the right back. And since bringing in Van Dijk and Gomez, I've all of a sudden learned how to defend. Now, I've invested quite a lot of money into my defence. So I've gone from R9, I've gone from CR7, and now I'm at Van Dijk and Gomez. But the thing is, it's actually worked, so I'm really good at defending. The thing I found hard this week was the attacking. It makes sense, but I've always been really good at attacking on FIFA. And now I'm really good at defending for some reason. But there we see Joe Gomez walking out. What an absolute monster he is. Signs his card as well. The filthy card at it. He's like 80 dribbling for a defender. 75 passing. Absolute beast. But on the screen right now, we see 15 wins, 10 games. So as I said, I've lost 5, won 15. 10 games left. So you're going to see the 10 games, or all of the games that I needed anyway. So here I'm basically showing you my team as what it was. I've got like Keane and Kante as my CDMs. They've sort of been my CDMs for quite a while. I brought in Rivaldo to get a green link to Neymar. And by the end of the week, honestly, I'm telling you, they're all gone. Every single one of them. But going into the 21st game, here I get quite lucky with Rivaldo. And on his debut, he scores a goal. So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be nice. First game using this team, get to half time. The guy hadn't even had a shot. So I'm loving life. I've never stopped my opponent from even having a shot in the first half. So he comes out straight away like, oh, I'm making sure I shoot. The first shot goes in. It's always a lovely sign. So I'm thinking I'm going to get absolutely cheesed. But then up the other end, pass it to Aubameyang. He 180 ladder stalls the goalkeeper. And I'm back in the lead. It's 2-1. Now this week, so for the Saturday, I wasn't actually in my own room. I was on a different setup. So I'm still quite glad about the record. How it finished anyway. You'll find out how many wins I'll be on soon. So that was my 16th win. So at this point I'm 16-5, still feeling pretty good. I'm thinking Elite could be on the table, but my team's pretty bad. I think this is the game where it all sort of goes downhill. He runs straight down the middle of me, don't know where any of my team is, and he just has a tap in for Ronaldo. And then in the 15th minute he comes straight back down again, and then it's just a finesse straight past De Gea. De Gea ended up leaving my team after this game, I think, because I just got fed up with it. But there I got quite lucky with Mbappe. Mbappe, for my last maybe 5 games, saved me. If it wasn't for Mbappe, I might have been stuck in goal too. And it also seemed like every single player I played against had Ronaldo in the final games. So I find myself 4-1 down. Then Rivaldo with a nice little weak shot finish. I didn't realise he was left-footed, so I was using his right foot a bit too much. But they were still going in, so it's alright. Bring it back to 4-3. I'm feeling good about myself. Like, oh, I'm back in the game. He goes back up at the other end. Scores, makes it 5-3. And at this point, it's just getting quite annoying. And I ended up losing that game 7-3. Absolutely dominated him, to be fair. Absolutely dominated him. But into the next game, managed to get red in form Kante. And the rest of his team is just Premier League, quite cheap. 10th minute in, once again my team's all over the place. I thought he was going to tramp it early, so that's why Van Dijk slid in. But he done well, to be fair, nice and composed. But then straight back up the other end with Kante, does a nice little ball on the edge of the box. Straight into Aubameyang, who does a 180 no-scope silent shot on his goalie. Straight into the goal, 1-1. And then just to rub it in even more, the very next round, Rivaldo decides he's going to whip out a trick shot as well. Everyone's getting kill cams all over the place. And a guy couldn't deal with the kill cams. And he ended up leaving. So that now puts me 17-6. Feeling quite good about myself. I'm like, oh, I could still get elite. I think I can afford to lose 2 games. I come up against this team. Like, silvers and bronzes. I was so confused. I was already quite tilted at this point. So if this guy beat me, I think I would have, like, ended my FIFA career. But basically all I had to do was just finesse and it'd go in. So I won the lap with Aubameyang. I got a penalty from Lala. The bronze goalie, or the silver goalie, got absolutely nowhere near it, even though it was right next to him. Then in the 73rd minute, another finesse shot, and that's the game. So I won that one. I'm not quite sure how I got lucky enough to play against him. But straight into the next game, this guy has red in form Messi. Red in form Messi. So I was already a bit on edge, like red in form Messi, this guy's going to be the cheesiest person ever. He starts off, trick shots me, and that's the game. It finished 1-0, and I was so annoyed by losing 1-0, I decided it's time for a change. So I packed KDB in a 2-player pack. I thought I'd throw him in for a game. Rivaldo was gone. I brought in Fernandinho instead of Kante, because I just wanted to keep my coins. And I kept Neymar on the bench for this game, just because I didn't want to sell him yet, because he might have just been an off game for him. But early on, find myself 2-0 down, until I hit an absolute banger of a red finesse. Yeah, that's right. An absolute bang of a red finesse. If you're not practicing your green finesses, just remember, yeah, red finesses go in just as much as greens do. But anyway, the game's 2-2 late on. He does a header straight at De Gea. And at this point, I'm thinking, right, so De Gea, best goalie in the game, absolutely useless. So backed out of this game, De Gea is gone. And just out of pure anger, Neymar's like, oh, you can go too, mate. Threw Rashford on the bench. I realised I packed myself Angus Gunn in form. So Angus Gunn went in for the last few games. But the first game, this guy has a 3-5-2. And people who are good with 3-5-2, you don't get the ball off them. But starting off in the 12th minute, managed to find some space with Mertens. And he absolutely just drills one in. Mertens, I think I'm going to try and fit him into my team a bit more. For the whole of this week, up until obviously FUT Champs, I'm going to be playing rivals every day, trying to find like a good team. So I've already got my defence sorted. It's literally the attack. I've pretty much got the midfield sorted as well with Keane. I literally need to find a left attacker mid, a cam and a striker. But hopefully I can fit Mertens in, play Mertens in the cam role. Because Mbappe's going to be out on the right attacker mid. But for my last game, or well I think my third to last game, Team of the Year Ronaldo and Pele, red in form Kante. So I was like, oh, I doubt I'm going to win this game. 2 minutes in, 99 Ronaldo with a header straight over Angus Gunn. But straight back up the other end, you find Martial, who finds Mbappe at the far post, dive and headers it in. So he scores a header, and I score a header. But 10 minutes later, my defence is wide open. My absolute giant of a goalkeeper manages to get lobbed by Team of the Year Ronaldo. So now I'm 2-1 down. I don't think there's any way back in at all until De Bruyne with a nice little pass. And Mbappe first time green volley finesse. He's just hitting combos out here like it's Street Fighter. Anyway, Mbappe then drills one top corner for his hat-trick. Mbappe's literally carrying me right now. But then straight back up the other end, this guy manages to tramp it again, straight at Angus, and he manages to parry it into his striker. So I know Angus isn't the greatest. As we see, he just kicked it straight under my goalie this time. So now I find myself 4-3 down. But in the 54th minute, The hero himself, Mbappe, finds himself on the edge of the box again. Weak foot, green finesse, top corner. Get me back into the game. That's 4 goals for him. So I'm back in it. And KDB makes the game 5-4 and I end up winning 6-4. Absolutely dominated him. Which means that is my gold 1. So I must say, it was quite an eventful FUT Champions this week. I need to improve my team quite a lot in order to hit elite. I'm confident in my FIFA ability at the moment that I can hit elite in the coming weeks. It's literally, I need to find a striker who works for me. I need to find a left attacker mid that works for me. And I need to find someone alongside Keane who's good enough at defending and just keeping the ball when I need it. So I know you clicked on this video to find out whether you should do Joe Gomez. And personally I think you definitely should if you have enough coins. He's the best centre-back on this game. I prefer Joe Gomez over Van Dijk personally. I think it's just because of the pace that Joe Gomez has compared to Van Dijk. But together, both of them are absolutely lethal. I love my 2 fullbacks. Goalkeeper, I don't think I'm ever going to like a goalkeeper, but I can always try. So yeah, throughout the week, I'll come back with my team updates, telling you how it's all going. But I hope you enjoyed this FUT Champion highlight video alongside the Joe Gomez SBC. If you did enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up, drop a sub, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.